the Newcomer, page 81. I understand, Diana said as they walked arm in arm over to her desk. Lucretia made herself comfortable in the patient's chair while Diana sat down. I recall my indoctrination instructor matrix Cynthia, Lucretia continued, telling us about the stage of being a queen. When you're 16, 40 seems so far away. They shared a chuckle over that feeling, their age because of the years and not only old lady antiquity. Diana poured Lucretia a cup of coffee and filled her own. Lucretia nodded appreciation and continued. Even if I became pregnant right away, there will be no time for another charge. Matrix Mother knows that my body's feeling the wear. I've carried 6 females and 2 males, but I found another reason why I would retire at this age. She looked down at her coffee, embarrassed to continue. Diana said the words for her. You're feeling maternal towards this charge, aren't you? She asked. There was a bit of the psychiatrist in all doctors, necessary training, especially for Queen's doctors. Yes, exactly, Lucretia admitted, safe in her confession since it was the doctor who had brought it up. Maternal feelings for a male? My females would never forgive me. Why did Matrix Cynthia warn us? Not all queens treat their charges the same, Lucretia. Some have no feelings for them at all, she said, thinking about LaQuanta, and some treat them as their lovers. The words pained her to say, for they were true about Lenise. Diana, Lucretia said solemnly, searching the doctor's eyes for her friend, is it normal for me to feel this way? Feeling compassion for a lifelong friend, she tried to calm her fears. Yes, love, it's perfectly normal, providing your emotions don't interfere with intercourse procedure. Lucretia felt more comfortable with that, what she was about to say, since it was to Diana, not to her doctor. Initially, I thought that I might have problems. During our interview, I kept thinking how cute and innocent Randy looked. Explaining procedures was like telling my females about sex. It was then that I thought I was losing my mind, and I contemplated calling in a replacement. That is, she lowered her head until last night. No need to explain, Diana said, noting her friend's discomfort. As long as you feel healthy towards procedure, everything will be fine. Oh, Lucretia perked up. I feel very healthy about procedure. I've always remembered my first charge, Ray. Now I can make memories of my last. Diana paused before confirming Lucretia's medical particulars, giving Lucretia the time she needed for the dignity of her revelation, and making sure that the conversations had ended. After the examination, they returned to Diane's office. Lucretia punching her code on the doctor's pinboard. While handing it back, she asked, "Are we still on for dinner?" Diana sat up. "I'm looking forward to it." She bent over and hooked the board to her computer. "It will be a full day when I finally leave here." And she said, then stopped, not sure that she wanted to admit to Lucretia her reservations of having to examine Lenise. When the High Queen was first assigned to her, she almost denied the offer. Understanding the prestige this patient would bring was the main reason why she hadn't. Resuming her train of thought, she continued, "I hear that Simone is singing at Chelsea's tonight. I'll meet you there." Lucretia noticed Diana's previous line but didn't push. "Sounds great. I have to say that they make a fabulous lobster salad." "No more seafood for you, you silly wench." "Damn, I forgot. That'll be one thing I won't miss, constantly having to watch what I eat." "That reminds me," Diane began business. "When was the last time you had seafood?" She logged in a reminder to call LaQuanta about the same question. She'd been in such a hurry to get the exam over that she forgot to discuss LaQuanta's diet, though she knew that LaQuanta wasn't as absent-minded as Lucretia. "Don't worry, I'm safe," Lucretia reassured her. "When the behavior began 3 weeks ago, I wanted my final splurge," she said, rising from the chair. I'll see you there tonight. They embraced at the door and Lucretia left. Anna went back to her desk to check the appointment time for her niece. She was grateful to discover that it was after lunch. She'd be able to hit Chelsea's for a few mind-dulling drinks before having to confront her niece. Barry woke up wet and sticky, remembered how he had gotten that way, and buried his face into his futon. Randy woke up wet and sticky, remembered how he had gotten that way, and smiled. Terry woke up with the same early morning memories, got up to clean himself up before going back to indulge in more morning memories. Three separate charges with 3 different matrices were given 3 separate interviews with 3 different results. We're all heading for the same ending. They're being taught how to impregnate a woman, and after months of instruction, will be sold to the highest bidders of the wages. The wages in which these 3 would be offered were scheduled for December, 9 months away. Queens, socialites, and charges will be flown into Castle Elysium from all over the world for a month of wages, athletic events, ballroom banquets, birthday celebrations, and weddings. Their slivers, glorified solar-powered jets, will be authorized to enter the castle grounds, where the occupants will be met, then ushered into limousines to be taxied to a castle, where solar matrices would take them to their prospective chambers, suites, or temp rooms. Queens had the option to share their personal chambers with their charges or replacing them in temp rooms. Socialites shared suites designed for 5 women. Their drones were automatically transported to temp rooms. Socialites could only afford used goods, and their used assets were bartered for lower wages, usually to socialites of even lower status. Everything was done according to position, including the assignment of chambers or suites. On this morning of April 1st, 2140, not only our 3 charges, Barry, Randy, and Terry, were being given a higher classification, Susan, a hired commoner, was about to receive an unprecedented honor. Hired from the common 7 years ago as temporary help to prepare for the wages, she acquired a permanent position as a cleaning matrix of staff chambers, which exhibited superior organization skills. During her newly assigned position, she was able to clean 50 rooms a week, all without a flaw to detail. That came to the new title of cleaning matrix to the lower tier socialite suites, then to the higher tier. Her ambitious skills there brought her to assign to Queen's Chambers, where in 1 year she surpassed her peers again and was promoted to management. Here she excelled, also bringing herself to the attention of the High Queen. She waited in Lady Niece's office for the personal meeting and another promotion. The Castle Commons were alive with the gossip of a commoner being given such high socialite standings. Niece had anticipated the negative reception, for she regarded it and counted it in regards to Susan before. There was no way around it. This commoner was superior material. The niece didn't know why she hadn't made an announcement before, but she took care of it now. Susan's personal files were being doctored to prove that a mistake had been made at Susan's birth. A doctor's code was on file stating that Susan's psychological profile had been logged incorrectly. Therefore, she should have been classified as socialite at birth and not a commoner. Entered also was a statement that this was an innocent computer error since Susan had been born during the blizzard of 2113, when power outages were common and glitches were prominent. Standing along with this disclaimer, assuring that all files for that year had been recalled and the only mistake found was the one pertaining to Susan's psychological profile. Checking her digital for the 40th time, Susan got up and paced the room. She had bored tardiness sport stole from time from her that could be better spent. Spying a few fingerprints smudged on Lisa's desk, she pulled a cloth from her purse and was polishing the top of the desk when Lisa entered her office. "I'm sorry I'm late," Lenise was saying until she saw the woman cleaning her desk. "What are you doing?" she asked. "Forgive me, my queen," Susan said, stopping what she was doing and bowing while shoving a rag in her pocket. "I have trouble keeping still."